Hey guys, how you going? Anself here. Anself starting over on Google will get you to all my social media stuff. It'll get you to YouTube, it'll get you to WordPress, and it will get you to my Instagram accounts. I probably haven't posted a video on here for a long time, probably back before Christmas. As most of you may know, obviously this month is 10 months since my surgery, as it's the 28th of February today in 2019. I had the surgery back on the 30th of April 2018, and I started the journey back in December 2017 when I was 200, weighed in at 205 kilos for anybody just catching up. In March I was 197, and I started the pre-op ready for April's surgery, where I was 180, if my memory serves me correct, which I'm pretty sure it does. So today, after 4 months of being stagnated, the last time I weighed myself was in October last year, in 2018, and I was pretty much 133. Then I weighed myself in January, and I was still 133 the end of January. So it's been a month, and I weighed myself today because we're getting close to the year mark from April, and I wanted to see where I was and how I was placed in regards to getting the weight loss down and everything happening in regards to that. I weighed in today, and I'll put some photos up later on Face and WordPress and stuff, and write a bit of stuff about how I'm feeling at the moment, which you'll hear about in the next few minutes. The weigh-in today disappointed me. I've had a bit of a, as a lot of you know, I play poker, and I call it a mindfuck when you put people in situations and just play with their heads a bit, and I've pretty much done that with my own head, as hard as that is to understand. And I've always said right from the start, from the first video that I ever posted on here, that I was always going to be true to what I did and what I was doing and how I went about doing it, and I was never going to hold back on anything that I did or said on here. And it's a bit of a mindfuck today, actually, because I'm not feeling real flash about the fact that I've just weighed in at 137 kilos. So that's a weight gain of 4 kilos, predominantly in this month, I think. I know what it is. I mean, I've started eating normal foods again, and I've gone to, you know, the increase in the stomach size has come up as well, and all that sort of stuff happens at this time of where you are. 6 to 8 months, it all starts to, you know, relax a little bit, and everything gets back to normal, and you can eat normal foods and do all that sort of stuff. So I've been doing that. I think I've been having a little bit too many carbs, and I had a bit of a fall back in January, December, January, where things probably didn't help my cause too much, or I messed up a hemi and did my glute on my right side where my hip is hurt, and hurt my hip again. So I haven't been able to do, where I was doing a little bit more walking without the cane and stuff, and now I've pretty much gone back to using it in normal situations, and it's not the greatest thing as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm still in my car. I do all my posts from most of my posts from my car. The sun's glaring, so I'm actually going to put these on for a bit. So yeah, I'm up 4 kilos. Not real happy about that. I've got 2 months before the year turnaround of April. It's been a year since surgery, so I'm a little bit disappointed. I've since I started all of this, obviously I'm now 60 kilos, and since December 68, put on 4 kilos. I was 72 kilos, so you know what? I'm going to have to do my best to get back on track. I'm sure in the last month I've eaten a few things that I probably shouldn't have eaten. I've tested out, well, I won't say tested, I've just eaten things. Got to sort of own up to a little bit of that. I've just eaten things that I probably thought were okay, but borderline. So I suppose I'm just going to have to change that. Things that I think are healthy snacks that aren't necessarily totally healthy. They've obviously got a little bit too much carbs or a little bit too much sugar in them. So that all has to change. There's been a bit of alcohol as well, which clearly has to change as well. So back to the soda water with fresh lime, or the water. If I need carbonated, it'll be soda. If I don't need carbonated, it'll be just fresh water. So we have to go back and do that, and just sit there and see how we go. I'm going to get back into doing what I have to do. I'm going to go on a really hard reset. I've got my surgeon in April, an appointment with the surgeon in April, so I'm hoping that by the time I get there, I'll be down into the 120s, and probably into the 120s gratefully, hopefully massively, if I can get there. If anybody has any ideas or anything, or any constructive criticism to throw my way, just come along and do that. But just letting you all know that everything else is pretty much okay. I've dropped. Funny thing is, I've put on the 4 kilos, but I've dropped the pant size. Don't know how that happens. I could have had just a little bit too much sugar last night, or a little bit too much carbs last night. I thought I've been eating pretty well. I'm having a few snacks that maybe have a little bit too much sugar in them. So I'm going to have to combat that and try to get away from those things and just steer off the carbs. I've been having a fair bit of rice lately, so that's probably not a great idea either. So let's get back into it. Let's see what happens. Let's see where I can go from today being the 28th at 137. Let's see if I can get into the 120s by the end of March, and then even less by April. Let's see if I can re-kick this thing. Anyway, ants off, starting over. Not in a great headspace, but still doing it anyway. Bit of a mind fuck with my own head. Shit happens. I'm okay. I'm going to get through it. I'll try to get myself motivated again to get through it, and bash down 7 kilos in a month and try to smash it again. See how I go. And so I'm signing out. Instagram, YouTube, and WordPress. Catch me there, guys. Later.